back on the cross-examination of the first case of the Great Ace Chronicles. Man, that's a twist. That's a long twist of words. But anyway, before I present anything, we're just gonna press everything here. Anyway, I was watching the save data's playthrough, and this guy's name is Yesa Nova. What was I saying at first? But yeah, I think they were saying that his name was Yesa Nova. Wait, how did I view profiles again? Huh. Let me see something real quick. Text skip is off, but for my first playthrough, I'm down for that. Door mode. Oh, okay. Interesting. They have an autoplay option here, which is nice and all, but no, I'm playing this game. Like if I'm setting the time to set up the camera and all that. Well, technically I didn't set up the camera. It's always like this, but time to set the point. Press, yes, please. Yes, please. Why aren't you saying anything? Is this some new interrogation technique? Well, why are you sweating? I hadn't actually thought of what I wanted to ask. Good job. Do you have anything that catches your attention? Anything that bothers you? Alright then, this beefsteak you mentioned, what kind of food is that? Attention! Beefsteak and the delicious cut of veal, vigorously cooked on a cast iron grill and fed. Oh, if food can receive medals of honor, beefsteak would be almost as highly decorated as a cutlet. Right, I see. Thank you, sir. So next question. I'm surprised that Payne is letting you ask this question. And no objection from the prosecution? This cutlet you mentioned, what kind of food is that? Attention! I'm surprised I think his name was Ouchie or whatever his name was. Like, okay, now we can look over here. Wait, why couldn't I before? Oh wait, was that because I was I had to press someone to see the people profiles? But anyway, anyway, I think Save Data pronounced his name something Sushi Ouchie, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I'm surprised that Ouchie here is not giving his objections, because I think this counts as badgering the witness, or asking irrelevant questions at the very least. Even though I think that was badgering me, but I'm no lawyer like Pridge. It's kind of, yeah, deep oil is nice. Accept your guilty verdict, atone for your crimes, and when you're released from prison, try it. I think this guy have a baby behind his back. I think I saw like a review of it. I think he was the same guy I saw holding. I saw a quick flash of someone holding a baby on their back, and if I keep hearing this baby sound from him, I'm assuming it's him. Hey, accept your guilty verdict, atone for your crimes, and when you're released from prison, try it. Yes, sir, I will, sir. On the double, sir. Sorry to interrupt, but how about trying to stick to questions that are relevant to the case? Oops, sorry. I'll do my best. So next question. I really hope Save Data. I like to see Pridge react to this. Is it just me or do you keep hearing sort of a wow? Negative. Oh, at least we're learning that he's a big beef lover. Affirmative. It's not easy knowing what questions to ask. Why would he lie about that? Prime presser. I'm surprised Alfie said nothing when I pressed him. Is this gonna be the same thing? Or am I gonna be like, I heard a baby. I would press further about the baby sounds. Okay, fine, I guess we'll just, I'm just speeding through this here. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. What do we get to say, buddy? And myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden courtesy to the military gentleman. Yes. So what was it? You know what? Like even though Phoenix has his own stupid moments as well, I think Ryu here is having a bit of a harder issue here. According to Save Data, the channel I keep referring to when it comes to Ace Attorney stuff, they said that IGN called Ryunosuke here Ryan. So if anyone gets mad about me calling this guy Ryu, just be glad I'm not calling him Ryan. Like I haven't watched IGN's video of this to begin with. I haven't watched IGN since I was in middle school actually. I can't remember what made me stop watching them. I think that might have been. I don't think that was. I think that was after the whole too much water thing, though. I think. I can't remember right now, but I don't care about IGN. Watch them find this video. If I ever have to get a job there for whatever twist of fate I get into, and they'll be like, "Oh, we heard what you said," and I'll be like, "Well, I guess it's back to retail for me." Anyways, back to this. I have no idea what you're talking about. That's pretty much what anyone watching my video is saying. Anyways, what was your name again? Korikuta? Well, hopefully I don't worry about saying his name out loud. Anyway, a Cuban boy. Oh, Kaban. Oh, you mean Edo coin. Just for anyone watching, just know I am American. And the day prior to the incident, a treasure of exceptional value from the Hawaii period entered my possession. I am pretty sure that's Hawaii. I kind of wish I wish there was a voice option, honestly, for like at least for the first. Like I wish there was a voice. I wish it was just as voiced as the stuff back in Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. And I took myself to the restaurant the following day with the set I am secret in my boom pocket. Is that gonna be submitted to evidence or something? In the hope of an affluent, cognizant, afraid of his invisible value being present. Why are you saying that like you're shocked? So you're rubbing this up your coupon coin. I really hope your twitchy eyes go away after this, mate, cuz I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. To Sojin Nosa, whom you met at the restaurant. Yes. I'm surprised that you're not. I'm surprised that you're not objecting to anything. Yes. It's quite clear where you're going with this, boy. I'm really curious to see what the prosecutor is going to be like after Payne here, because for all intents and purposes, this is Payne. And you were about to assert that a penniless soldier would have no hope of purchasing a precious coupon. Isn't that so? Well, you little upstart cadet. You want to add disrespect to a superior officer to your list of crimes, do you? For that to be a crime, don't you have to be in the military, though? Blatant subordination. No, I didn't say anything. Although penniless might be just the word I was looking for. In any case, the hour was already advanced beyond that of the midday lunch. There remained precious few prisoners with whom I could engage in discourse about matters of business. The gentleman assigned me, grappling with his brave zeal at the time, was my sole prospect. I see. when you say yes, you're confirming that man. Stop saying yes. Like, say no, at the very least, even though it should be rather hold on. But so you're saying that you actually saw me at that time. Affirmative. I saw you, laughing, cackling like a madman. You trained the barrel of your gun on the English civilians. Okay, you were certainly projecting. But that's impossible. Allow me to confirm just one point, please. What's that, Private? Thinking carefully about the statement you just made, it seems to me that it must have been just after you heard the gunshot that you looked over to the victim's table. And so what if it was? You prick. Well, if that really is the case, it would mean that you didn't, in fact, see the precise moment when the killer actually fired the gun. In double R. Why you say in double R? My sixth sense. Sorry. My sixth sense of danger. I picked up the way the murderous energy radiating from your foul mind. In a universe where there's spirit mediums and all that type of stuff in this universe, or at least in the feature of this universe. Bullshit on this one. Which means a split second before you pull the trigger, I was looking right at you, Cadet. Surely that's not really possible, is it? Do you think I'd have got where I am today in the army if I can't sense danger in the air, son? Your senior soldier is absolutely convinced that he saw you do the deed. What, like, was it someone disguised as me? Like, pulling like the, like, in the second game of the Ace Attorney games, I think it was Trial of Tribulation, no, it was, Justice for All, there we go. There was a tiger guy, right? Like, there was like an orange guy who somehow perfectly copied Phoenix Wright in court one day. Is this that scenario? I highly doubt it. The Black University cadet fired on the English civilian from the back. The cowardly little weasel. Yes! Stop saying yes to that. You make it sound like you're confirming that. So this black uniform university cadet, you're saying that. I've had just enough of your sauce, cadet. Well, that's too bad. Take the pleasure that. Assuming that. If I was Ryu, if I was him, I'm like, well, take the pleasure of knowing that after this is over, I'm getting the death penalty to begin with, so you'll never hear me again after this. So bear with me. And who else do you see around here in black uniform? And plus, if anyone says like that's still a damning thing to say in front of a jury or whatever, well, so is saying yes to the accusation when you're trying to do a rebuttal or just cross-examining. Who's the old around here in black uniform? Well, there's someone standing right next to me who fits the description as well, but it's not him. I doubt it because this guy looks a lot like. I feel like he's doing I feel like Cuz here is doing like a Von Karma pose here. Ooh, I wonder if we get to see the ancestor of the Von Karmas, because I would love to see what I would imagine that that we'll see some type of Francisca Von Karma counterpart at some point. If not, I'd be surprised. But then again, I think Ezra is the most important prosecutor to represent out of the like if anyone's gonna be included into a prequel, it would be whoever came before Edgeworth. Anyway, let's see here. To me though, their outfits like Ryu's and Kaz's outfits, they look green, but okay. It was you little weasel. You looked the firearm on that man from behind his back. You call yourself a citizen of the great empire of Nippon. You disgust me. That's a meme worthy face there. What is it, Ryu? I'm not quite sure. It's something that the surgeon just said, but I can't just put my finger on it. Something playing on my mind. In that case, check back over the details of the evidence. I think the thing is, from what I vaguely remember from 2 hours ago, I think we established that he got shot in the front. And the bullet didn't come out of him, so if you find inconsistency that was just said, then don't hold back. Present the evidence to the court. Express it in the witness's face and make him choke on it. Fake that will make a joke out of that one. I'm gonna keep on continuing with. I'm gonna just. Okay, this is the last one. I'm going to just press this, and then I'm gonna present evidence on the next last part. On your hand and knees. Can you explain that, please? That's right. Burning the arthritis. Okay, I was in order to retrieve the lost piece. What lost piece are you referring to? If that thing broke, then that'd be one less thing you can sell. And with the Kaban, of course, the exquisite Hawaii era Kuban coin. I feel like I'm butchering that now. I just been showing the rare treasure to the military man as he masticated his meal. Oh, okay, that's a funny one. After averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, there no more. It simply vanished. The coupon vanished. Like what? Like what? The guy's baby stole the coin? And I began to acquaint myself with the intricacy of the floor in order to locate it, and then it happened. You heard the gunshot, you mean? Not other than, though with no concern of mine, I was frantically scouring the floor for the aforementioned last treasure. Well, I guess given the fact that he was on the end of his, I hate to sound ignorant, but I guess if he's older and over the hill, I suppose, I guess he just doesn't care about the idea of someone possibly shooting him. You didn't actually witness the precise moment when the incident occurred. No, I think the military guy was just suggesting that. The NOSA guy. And indeed, myself, I did not. I've nothing I'm supposed to do here. Listen, Ryu. We know there are lies lurking in these statements. It's time to expose them. I understand that. The question is, how? Like I said before, the key to using the evidence that you collected. You can examine and present evidence while a witness is giving testimony by expressing R1. Which witness statement in the detail of each piece of evidence, compare all the facts. Somewhere in there, you'll find something that doesn't add up. In other words, an inconsistency. Alright, so let's see what's gonna happen when I do my first objection. Oh, okay, you know what? This is gonna be the first time we're gonna hear his objection, so let's see what that sounds like. Watch it sound weaselly or something. Just be careful, because is there a contradiction that has enough basis to give it a penalty? He dealt too many penalties, so the defense's case will be fall apart and you'll receive a guilty verdict. So that's it. Peruse the evidence in the court record and find inconsistency with a witness's statement. Alright, I'll give it a try. You can hear the witness's statements over and over again as many times as you like. Just keep your head and be measured in your attack. Good luck, partner. Cute. Okay, And from the back, okay. To the chest, yeah.
Yes!
Oh, hope for ejection. It's still funny though, see him raise his hand like this. The awkwardness. What? Why are you playing, Akada? What is the meaning of this insubordination? Or of the subordination? Actually, yeah. Would be insubordination. Anyway, tracing this while the paper is in my mustache. He's waving his hand. Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes. There's a clear inconsistency here. What nonsense. What can the document possibly tell that we don't already know? Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth. Okay, Eminem. I think to prove beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom. This is so frustrating. Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It could be more plain. To spell it out will be an insult to the court. Cuz? What? What is this beat you're bringing to me, homie? Shit, man, we go way back in the academy, but I never heard you play this track before. I like his little pose here. Yeah, this is definitely this is definitely what I would expect from the ancestor of Edgeworth. What are you talking about? It's apparent from a single glance at the post-mortem report presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the surgeon's statement. What? Surgeon? Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir. What, sir? The statement you just made was this. The black uniform varsity cadet fired on the English civilian. And from the back, the cowardly little weasel. Yes, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. But you fucked up. Anyway, but no, that just can't be. And why not, cadet? Because, stop. Just say, I'll just be like, because like, my man's got shot in the front, my boy. Because, why you glance over at him? As is clearly stated in the post-mortem report, fatal hemorrhage from protracted ballistic trauma, no exit wound, bullets passed through the body. Oh yeah, like I forgot all about the photograph. I just saw that this said that like the photograph, like the description of the report just said he was shot in the chest. That's all I needed. But yeah. And the victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Actually, wait, if he hemorrhaged, why does his clothes look clean? Like, shouldn't he be blood? Anyway, surgeon, according to your witness statement, this culprit shot the victim from behind. In fact, I feel like the waiter had more blood coming out of his mouth than blood coming out of that bullet hole. And that's the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain this? Oh, Ryu just like, oh man, like, okay. Throwing them hands. Uh-oh. Are you a divorced man? Is that the reason why you're holding the baby? What was that? Someone just popped out from behind his back, but he pushed it back down again. Okay, I can't speak on what angle you saw that from, but for us, that was clearly a baby. Apparently, there's a clear discrepancy with the facts here, but I guess we just care about that, though. Will you not agree, Sergeant Nosa? Yes, sir. At this juncture, that will appear to be indisputable. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on the delicious Le Carnival steak, sir. What? Is it just me, but I feel like the question mark in the exclamation point should be matching the size of that what? Well, well. I like how we're. You know, like the game giving me the sense. Like the game is giving me the sense of, okay, y'all, this is Ace Attorney series. Crazy shit happens. Like sometimes you get to interrogate a bird. Sometimes you have to defend yourself from a bizarre murder that you could not possibly have done. And sometimes you just see a man with a baby just hiding the fact that he has a baby on him and doing a terrible job at it. And the last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Surgeon Yes Sir No Sir, I think the eye is silent, and with that in mind, I can do that. Did not see the defendant firing a gun at all. That's absurd. I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor in this grand courtroom. Interesting. There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of the trial just from that one discrepancy. I feel like you can make a whole space off of this concept. Can you just rotate your body a bit? So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. Okay, well apparently after this, he wants to become a lawyer, is what I'm guessing. But I definitely saw him. I'll tell you though, this is a lot more intense than when Miles Edgeworth defended Phoenix in that class trial, apparently. That university cadet there, he was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back. Well, how the baby looks, I should be hearing a lot more of a why out here. But I guess there's kind of, I'm gonna assume that the baby is still crying, but they're doing their English Western audience a favor by not actually playing it, which I appreciate.
Yes.
But I never fired the gun. All I did was pick it up off the floor. And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either? He said so when I pressed him too. Myself, I have already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Oh yes, you were looking for your Cuban coin, weren't you? Indeed, the prized Hawaii-era caban. Hunting around under the table, I was, in case mishap it had fallen there and didn't happen. You heard the gunshot, you mean? Indeed I did, but he did not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded Hawaii treasure. Like, look at my eyes. Do you think that I'm worried about someone killing me? That's pretty much what he's saying right now. Nothing could distract me. Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end? No. I knew it. Wait, before you even said it. I see. That lamentable day, the precious Hawaii caban was lost to me. The baby had it though. No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself. Okay, obviously he did. And probably be crawling around thinking it was a toy. I think he just grabbed it. Are you gonna say something about how you want to press charges on him after this, or? And I'm sure everyone present is aware. You know what? And like in the ordinary world, I don't think this detail would matter, but somehow this guy stealing that caban coin is gonna become important somehow. This case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government have promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. Well, if Great Britain say that you're doing a shitty job, I think that's also violating the treaty, if you ask me. But if their court or anything like this or the procedure I've seen in the beginning of Professor Layton versus Phoenix, right? I think something that I think every court needs to reform at this point. Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British, it would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What is your position, Prosecutor Alchie? Well, Your Honor, I just get off to prosecute the innocent. So please let me have this. Please kill this innocent man. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back. My witnesses have further testimonies to make. Explain. I like how you know what? I think the judge is a lot more no nonsense. But then again, I think it took a while for the main trilogy judge to really show his true wonky colors. But I feel like this judge is a lot more serious, though. Upon hearing the next statement, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could possibly have committed this. Well, he should have led with that. The equally despicable defendant, Ryu Naru. What? He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? Very well. The court invites the witnesses to testify again. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegations. Is that clear? As clear as Kiriko glass, Your Excellency. Yes, sir. At once, sir. Awaiting signal to testify, sir. Excuse me. but there was something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think. Affirmative. Okay, here we go. Affirmative. The newest member of the Nosa family to rise up to the ranks, sir. Name, Ido. Are we going to testify the baby? That sounds kind of stupid, right? Like with no context, but again, we testify like the whole series. We testify against birds about like 3 times, including the Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. And within those straps are a sign of the surgeon being too strapped to afford a nanny. Dang. Ada, tension. Your father about to quell the enemy. What? Watch and learn, my boy. Okay. I would love to see Save Data's reaction to that. I mean, the true culprit, even what I thought wasn't the precise moment, the fireman was destroyed. It's almost the same thing. No, it isn't. Yes. Pointing his gun at the foreign man he was, that young lad in black. That much I myself did see. Were you always speaking like that? Were you speaking in the were you always like, yeah, that's how much I myself did see? For anyone ever wondering, I only have this one blanket here, so it's hard to hustle them to go. Anyway, furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present. Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, and somehow there's gonna be someone else around, isn't there? Dining all by himself. Therefore, no one other than the black uniform cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out. Alright, that sounds better, at least.
Yes.
Wait, what? Wait, that's nonsense. Ryu. Evidence. Like, I agree with you, Ryu, that this is nonsense, but you're kind of digging your own grave if you're going to keep on doing stuff like this. The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all. Please. Maybe Yesa Nosa and the immersion guy. I don't think they're lying about the body, but like I guess they're assuming that everyone else is assuming that they know that the woman exists. So maybe maybe she asked someone on the line of, "Hey guys, wasn't there a woman there?" And then maybe Yesa Nosa would be like, "Oh no, I was not peeping a beautiful woman or whatever or." But there was a woman, there was a young woman at the table. You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her. Okay, well, you're obviously hiding something on the left. Well, I guess on the right, too. But why would you guys be defending... Well, why would you... But, like, you two are supposed to be random people, right? So, why are you guys involved in this conspiracy?
Attention!
If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will report and speak accordingly. We are not here to listen to your fantasies. It's evident beyond all reasonable doubt that you should have not just walked up to that doctor in the first is what I would have said. Doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact. Okay, so that picture only has a picture of the of no meal on the other side apparently. Indeed, of the table where the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As can probably be seen, there's only one place that maybe she didn't order anything because she knows that would leave evidence. Certainly, based on the appearance of this print, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else. How come? You know what? I feel like Ryu and Phoenix. I feel like, judging by Ryu, I think Phoenix Wright's lineage always like especially for the ones who become lawyers. I think they have the worst luck when it comes to cases. Like they always get the most they always get like the most complicated criminal masterminds. In fact, it's like a lot of the criminals in these games could be just like Sherlock Holmes' main enemy or something like that. Alright, this doesn't make any sense. The court will add a new photographic evidence to the record. The photographic print of the crime scene, I don't understand. What's going on here? It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman. It's more likely now that everyone else was somehow in cahoots with the whole. It'd be different if she was wearing like the Invisible Man suit from the movie Invisible Man, but like she ain't. She's, or maybe she's using her power to not absorb light as well as everyone else, and maybe no one else can see her because she's so dark. But no, that's stupid, even by this theory standards. And the waiters before said the same thing. He maintained that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well, but that's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him. Too bad we don't have Sherlock. Well, too bad we don't have Sherlock Holmes here with us. It was in that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all. The witness testimony we have just heard leaves no further room for doubt. These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the tree with Great Britain. Well, that's a damn shame then, because I'm about to say I'm going to exercise my right. The thing that Taketsuchi Ouchi will have contributed to the enmity of these two great empires in honor. I just think you're getting off to persecute an innocent man. That's always my fan theory when it comes to prosecutors. Outside maybe Edgeworth. How can this be happening? The judge ready to rule. Stand tall, Ryu. It's not over yet. What? If what you say is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes. And now's your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth, and your cross-examination. I don't know, cuz. The defendant's house cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick. Understood? Tis. Rules can be so unbending at times. Oh, I don't remember seeing the 2D images before, but okay. The true culprit, eh? Even though I thought was the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. Oh, so now is Ouchie gonna start doing his objection to my badgering? Well, whatever, I'm gonna press everything anyway. No, it's not the same thing at all. For a start, I didn't fire that gun. But more importantly for the court, you didn't see it happen. We have a different opinion on that. The opinion of a uniformed officer versus that of a fledgling cadet. I don't think so. Consider this, defendant. Just a moment ago, I blinked. I couldn't tell. Did you? Did you see it? Did you see me blink? How could I? And yet, it's an undeniable fact that I did blink. So there you have it. Have what? Tension! The sound of the firearm rang in my ears. In the very next moment, I would say it is kind of impressive that he's able to actually multitask this. Same thing with any other Ace Attorney witness, that they can just do stuff like this and still be able to give a cohesive testimony, or at least without choking up, apparently. Oh, the baby's like, I want to blow some more on that. I saw you waving the gun at the Englishman. I think that said it all, don't you? Sure. And let us not forget that the entities deal with the witness that accused in this most incriminating position as well. Isn't that so, curious Kuza's-san? Yes, pointing his gun at the poor man he was, the young man black. Not much I myself did see.
Yes!
I'm gonna press X to down on everything. Yeah, maybe should have holding the gun at that point in time. Why don't we just put me on the stand? Oh, that's right, because I'm the one lawyer. I kind of wish that, I feel like it would make a lot of sense from a gameplay point, at least initially at first, to play as Cuz, so that way we could press Ryu on why he was holding the gun in the first place. Because I think if anything, I think we need to hear what his account is, what the story is. But well, yeah, maybe true that we're holding the gun at that point in time. So I told you already, that those guys I picked it up off the floor. Well, obviously, as the culprit, that's the only way you could explain it that way. I just finished drinking my coffee and I was about to leave the restaurant when I noticed a gun on the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up. And at exactly that moment, I could imagine Pridge just face palming as he's doing this. A gunshot rang in my ears. Full events beyond our control, life is. Sorry, what do you mean? In your case, you found a pistol on the floor and picked it up, which precipitated this testing predicament. Whereas, conversely, I failed to pick up the kabam from the floor and find myself in the equally testing predicament as a result. Anyway, the fact remains. Myself, I did see you. With pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner. Which is actually a surprisingly valid point. Furthermore, visual social preferences at the time confirmed that we were the only person not present. Yes! Are we sure about this? You must have noticed someone else at Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there. And you have been at pains to point out time and time again, I feel I'm growing a callus in my ear. And yet, no one else appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman. I wonder if we're already past 2 p.m. where it happened. I'm assuming that at this next, I'm assuming the next point is I would need to look at the drawing of the area that the waiter wrote, and then maybe we could see if maybe it was like one of those like Mr. White things from the first Attorney game, like where Red White, he couldn't have seen the glass stand because he was not at the right angle of the viewing distance. So maybe that's how it was. The quiet time between lunch and dinner at any restaurant. I know, of course, the place was almost empty. If what you expect. Certainly, 2 p.m. was neither here nor there in terms of the time to eat. I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at that time of day and why he was alone. Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason. There was? Okay, they on me. There was found in the victim's jacket pocket. What is that, counsel? Is that going to be the proof of the woman? Okay, it is a medical report card, Your Excellency. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at a clinic prior to visiting the restaurant. Oh, okay. So, how clinic, yes. There appears to be an entrance to the date in question. 19th November, noon to past 1 p.m. On the very day of the incident. The victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really had no bearing on the case. I wonder. Well, still, omitting evidence like that still seems sus to me. What do you think, Reed? Well, it's hard to see how it could be related, really. Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record as evidence you think it could be useful. Should I ask for Dr. Wilson's medical court records to be submitted evidence or not? If they ever give you the option for it, yes. Yes! See, that's the appropriate time today, yes. Well, not really, but yes. If I may, I would like to ask for the medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency. You know what? People are gonna make memes of him paired with Captain Falcon with saying the whole yes thing. On what grounds? The court already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence will be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to the arrival at the restaurant are of no concern. I'm so glad I got you cuz with me. Whether or not they are of concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues. I beg your pardon? Do your lips just twitch? If so, that's actually a nice touch. You have no authority to refuse the perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence. Very well. The court will grant the defense's request. Young Judy, they are forever asserting their rights. It's the most disturbing trend. Well, if we don't assert our rights, people like you are going to trample over them just so that you can get your paycheck and probably jacked off to get an innocent man killed. Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record. Yup, we got that shit. Nice. What we need right now is new clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first. Right, I heard you. You can conspire to prolong the trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. The day after the festival. What, do people get super depressed the day after a festival in Japan? Or perhaps you've forgotten that these witness testimony leave no room for doubt. Feel free to reiterate for the accused, Kuratu-san. You know what? Like, in the Ace Attorney universe, I would give $5 to a prosecutor who is actually legitimately right when it comes to the whole, my witnesses' testimonies are foolproof. In fact, you know what? I would pay a lawyer $50 if they were just perfectly right with the whole witness testimony thing in this universe being accurate. And like that was ever the case, I'd be like, you know what, Payne, fine. I'll give up. And feel to reiterate for the accused. Cause and the alone he was, the Englishman done it all by himself. Stop saying yes to the accusations. So you actually saw that with your own eyes, did you? The victim, Dr. Wilson, dining alone. Crying, maybe. That I me for the position I placed you in. What, so did someone ask you to? Someone paid you to lie, didn't they? So the testimony of the old man, the soldier, and the we all agree on that point. Isn't that interesting? And let's not forget the incontestable evidence we have to support this statement as well. You know what? For yes or no, sir, I would like say he's supposed to be a prideful soldier. I'll be like, well, listen, man, like, can you pridefully, like, can you be proud of getting an innocent man accused because someone paid you off to not reveal information? Like, I would really try to push for him to be. I would really try to appeal to his ethics, and like, sure I'm not sure that'd be technically the court system, but so is most of the stunts that both the prosecution and the defendant and the Ace attorneys pull off in these games. And I can really clearly see there's only a single beefsteak on the victim's table because, whatever, a meal for one. No. The antiques dealer, the surgeon, and the waiter who testified before. It's not possible that they're all lying. But if so, then why? If I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no idea.
Yes!
Over and out. Seriously? Why aren't you telling the truth? What? What did you say today? I clearly remember. There was a woman sitting across the table from the professor. You know what? Like as far as outbursts go that are probably not kosher in the court, at least this one I can at least understand coming from Ryu, where I'm just like, why aren't you guys telling the truth? Because, don't like this woman like teased them and tried to offer them anything in return. If they don't reveal her information or whatever. So, like, what's the motivation there? For one, you might not have noticed, but for both of you to have failed to see the professor's dining companion, it's just not possible. Unfortunately for you, defendant, Naru, is not just a case of these two witnesses alone. Sorry. The waiter, whose testimony the court heard earlier, clearly said the same thing. He also said that the victim was alone. That's right. Precisely. In other words, you are the sole proponent of this phantom lady. But if such a woman were indeed present at the scene, the prosecution demands to see proof. And if no such proof exists, the prosecution demands that no further mention of this phantom woman be made. It is a blatant waste of the court's time. There's nothing I can say to that. If Sherlock was here, he would clear all this up for us. That's gonna work. We're gleaning some new information now. Well, yes, but we're still kind of fucked. But I still don't feel like it changes much. I can't see that bring any real discrepancy to light. I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got before. Oh, you mean this? I feel like we should look at the back of the waiter's card still, personally. I mean, yeah, this is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail. How exactly? You'll know that some pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass. Please tell me I can do the same exact thing for the map thing so I can turn it over. I really want to know what the back of that card say for the waiter. Press X to take a closer look at the piece in question. Yes. Can I only rotate it only a little bit? If so, that's kind of dumb. Okay, I get it. This is like I think Daily had this feature in the 5th case of the first game, from what I remember. I can't speak for the Android games because I'm only starting the Dual Destiny thing. Press X to investigate further. Okay. Sure thing. But first I want to examine that Waiter's card. Assuming that they'll give me the magnifying glass, and if they don't, then I think the cheers. This game is. Oh, really? Can't find anything out of place. What? Oh, 2D cut-ins. I was not expecting this. Cuz to the right here looks like a rip-off SMT character, though. Honestly, I know. I guess I could say. I guess both of these two, like they could be from the SMT game. It says Hollow Clinic on this medical report card. I hate clinics almost as much as I hate hospitals and surgeries. That's nice and all, buddy, but you know what else I hate as well? I hate getting the death penalty. So focus. Aren't they all the same? I caught the only cold I ever had in my life. Well, I'll be having this discussion, and why don't you already know about this? Now remember, even though I felt awful already, I had to have this hideous injection in my right arm. Bro, I'll never forget. Never in my whole life. Most people give their right arm to have only had one cold in their whole life. Anyway, I don't think this is a clinic where they treat people for illnesses like that. Let's keep looking for clues. We don't want to miss anything here. Okay, well that thing is folded here, so that's sus. But first though... Okay, that's what I'm saying. Get my now played, okay. Well, it's been from the first issue quite some time ago. Probably a record of long-term treatment, that's why. Well, a family doctor, I imagine. Well, I can't imagine. Going to the doctor, I mean, as long as I'm alive, I never could saw anyone. Well, if you were dead, there'd be no point. So you don't like doctors then. Why would you? They make you drink terrible tasting medicine, they give you painful injections, and then they demand lots of money from you for the privilege. All when you're at your lowest ebb. You sound like a model patient, with a bad case of stubbornness no less, for which the only cure is very bitter medicine indeed. Healthy curiosity, nice. Okay. I don't know why we can't examine that. Anyway, open the page, please. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Alright, let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. I'm assuming the one on the far right is the most recent one. There's the entry for the day the professor was killed. Extracted a molar with topical anesthesia. Extracted a molar. You mean he had a tooth taken out? It would seem so. Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed. Perhaps they used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief. Yeah, I heard of this anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe there's anything that could actually stop you feeling pain. What year is it in Japan here? I didn't really pay attention to the time period whatsoever. But anyways, there's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours. That's like 3 years. Oh, imagine saying you can't drink water, like you can't have food or drink besides water for 3 years. Post procedure until anesthetic effects have passed. For 3 hours. Okay, maybe it might have been 3 hours after the procedure, maybe. Tell my information. The victim has undergone dental treatment and been prohibited from eating or drinking anything but water. Yeah, for the next 3 hours. The information, the meaning of the totally changes. So I think it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you? Let's see here. Okay. I had to be vague for you just because this is a game, buddy. The crucial point is the victim has been prohibited from consuming anything but water when he was shot. But we don't know how many hours it's been since his appointment. Oh, you know what? Hold up. Okay. Okay, death occurred a little after 2 p.m. Okay. What time was what time was the appointment? Okay, this is kind of message history, Yeah. I checked that Moeller was topical anesthesia. Yeah, that's great, but like what time? I'm assuming it got to be within 3 hours, right? Unless we're gonna be saying that the woman was eating the steak, which would be an interesting turn of events. But and then maybe she placed his body in the chair. Oh, my head hurts. Yeah. So what time was this? Okay. Well, you know what? I want to examine this though. Let me turn this around. Hey, Chief Inspector. Well, that's unexpected. What is it? Look, do you see? It says the witness's name here. Satoru, something like that. Well, yes, business card did show the person's name. That's sort of the point. You idiot. It's his job title. Come on. His job. Oh, Chief Inspector Satoru Hasunaga. Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. So this is like a corrupt. Wait a second, though. Wait a second. So he's smart enough to help hide the fact that there's this woman here, because I'm assuming that it's a corrupt police type of thing that's going on right now. But it's got to be a conspiracy type of deal, because we're all surrounded by government officials in this court here. But wait. So how are you smart enough to draw the rough sketch of the area just in advance, but you were dumb enough to not get a piece of scrap paper or something, but use your actual business card of your expected one on Earth? I have no idea, but I'm glad we're able to look at it. A lot of power and influence. If they really get some out here. So somehow this is gonna be a damning piece of evidence for him when we get back to him. But okay, then you move the text with your cursors over it. Nice. Okay, but I think the medical report card is the main point that we're harping on right now, though. So, was there a part where they were mentioning that he was eating? No, present. Okay. I really feel like I feel like I read it as he couldn't eat for anything for 3 hours. They said something for about roughly 24 hours, and that makes a lot more sense. But
yes,
it sounds right. Stop raising your hand. Come on, man, grow up here. Well, I think about what are you whittering, lad? Call yourself a lawyer. Shouldn't that just be with an exclamation point, not with a question mark tagged on? I wish I could, but first and foremost here, I'm the accused. Ryu Nasuka. I'm assuming we're going to hear the first objection when he gives the killer the first objection. Everyone stumbles on the words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it. Thanks, cuz. I can see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. When you raise your hand straight up like that, so purposefully, you knew exactly what it was you wanted to say. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking. Because you know what, like, oh, cuz, I'll be like, well, because, like, in this particular case, if, like, if you fail, you're getting the death penalty. What else could they do to you? Give you a double death? Anyway, same for the advice, homie. Nice breath there. Son, this is a medical report card belonging to the victim. Ah, I see, and I don't see. What of it, boy? Comparing what is written on the report card with your witness statement, something clearly doesn't add up. Dear me, have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur? Sorry, what? You are not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish drivel. But let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon where the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may not have been done before that time is completely irrelevant. But that's, remember, Ryu, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. To make your point, Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. There's surely no need to prolong this trial any longer. Please, sir, give the man a guilty verdict so I can go to my house and have some time, get myself a nice ouchie. And the witness testimonies the court have been clear and concise. No, they haven't. The medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there is no one else besides this pale-faced people who could possibly have perpetrated the had nothing to do with the case. Do you really believe that? What? That outburst has petrified me, boy. Of course I believe it. How can it possibly be relevant? Perhaps because Hata Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic. I feel like this was a very sudden change of your character here, but you know what? Let's go with it. A dental clinic. Is that supposed to mean something to me? Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted. What's this now? And furthermore, if I told you that as a result, the victim had been forbidden from eating, can't we just say that he was breaking the rules? Just what are you trying to say, Cadet? He had orders not to eat, so what? I got to agree with the major on this one. Or I'm pretty sure I said no, so was I'm pretty sure yes said no, so was a major. Oh well, it's all written up here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure while anesthesia wears off. Someone's gonna say that he could have just broken the rules, right? What? No, that can't. Why? I'm surprised that you of all people are not saying that he was just breaking the rules. Koryu-san, what boy? What? Hey, you just heard, when he was killed, sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. No. Additionally, there's more. You have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. But that cannot possibly be the case. Good, because the victim, as we now know, had just had one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of the anesthetic. Expertly done, partner.
Objection!
Well, was it nothing, you little upstart? These are basic accusations. Look, just look at the photographic evidence. You can clearly see the plate of the food at the victim's table. Use your head. That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Or can't you follow the logic? How dare you? I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant case have turned. Wouldn't you agree, Ryu? Yes, most definitely. There we go. Twitch your eyeballs. That just undergone some dental surgery. The victim was unable to eat. Which leaves one very crucial conundrum. Who in fact was eating the pictured beefsteak? The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I think you're ready, counsel. Counsel? Oh, yeah, that means me, doesn't it? Alright, the answer to this question is going to be pivotal. This is the start of your turning the trial around. Show them what you're made of. Guys, so, the person in the stake of the victim's table must have been me. Himself. The two witnesses. And as yet unknown third party. Obviously, it can only have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table.
Objection!
You will not let this go, will you? There was no such person. Stop saying, yeah, you're making up your green. There was, because I saw her. When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table. Therefore, they were up to the conclusion that there was somebody else there eating it. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witnesses' testimony are unreliable. If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, we will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice in pursuit of fair retrial, relentlessly. Cause, are you insane? You will take on the government. Don't worry, counsel. I have no issue with you. What do you mean? I have issues with them. Those two witnesses in the stand. What? What are you talking about? We have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So if it now turns out that the two of you deliberately lied when giving your testimony, obviously you will be charged with perjury. And since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing. Which actually makes sense to me. Complicit in murder? No. I'll have to try to look at the baby. Okay, but you know what, I guess it kind of makes... You know what, like, I will at least say that at least now they're giving me evidence, or at least to show me that they're not in cahoots with the killer specifically, because like now they're feeling like bad for this now to a degree, even though because they're about to be like they get proven wrong, their necks are on the line. But I think it's more so the fact that but I think they do have a bit of a conscience here to a degree where they like or leave with the old man because like I hope that was a murder. No, negative. There was no mention of the tactical meeting. I was just following orders. I knew it. That's right. As the man says, just say you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they told us. Oh. What? What did you just say, Kazuki-san? Oh, no. You were just following orders. Now hold on, lad. I was, say you never saw the gentlewoman. Grr. When you say gentlewoman, do you mean you saw the victim with a lady from overseas? What?
Objection!
What is the meaning of all this? The witnesses gave false statements? Is this true, you pair? Just one simple slip of the tongue. Really? Order, Captain, explain what's going on here. It's painfully clear now. You tried to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth. Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this. You know what? I think Payne is actually innocent of this. And who's behind this? Who tried to make you keep your mouth shut? Well, oh, poor baby, just tugging on the guy's mustache. She was like, come on, kid. Shit. Well, that's classified. So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you? You wouldn't. This can't be happening. Were you? Judging from the very reacting to this, I think they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. However, I don't believe Ouchie had any idea about it. What are you saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there are only a handful of possibilities. It could only have been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose. The police. It's because of the waiter. Well, and he might be behind this. So wait, so what Hassan gonna was the so let me guess. So he's a British police officer who has a beef with Sherlock Holmes and Watson for some reason, or he could be, or he could be someone in disguise, like that Moriarty guy, that is like Sherlock Holmes' arch nemesis. If we can confirm who tried to silence the witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit. Yeah, well, yeah, okay. It was definitely the waiter. But we need evidence before we make any firm accusations. Okay, I have the evidence. Remember how we made progress before? Well, I already know what it is. Oh yeah. Is there anything else I need to examine as well? Because I figure I might as well just take a look, see if there's anything else to examine. Okay. Oh, symbol of university. This is definitely an appropriate time to be talking about this. We wear this with pride. It's funny, but most emblems seem to be either round or rectangular. I like the spike design, even though it doesn't really make any sense. Although, it does cause problems. Lots of students end up cutting their fingers on their badges. Perhaps the idea of one of the founders. A sharp pin for a sharp mind or something. I like this music, though. But yeah, well, I know what it is, though. That's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything, and make sure there's nothing we missed. I want answers. This is proving that these witnesses have been manipulated. I'm sure the penalty will be severe. Please, wait. Your Excellency. I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god. Well, yeah, like, I will admit, though, like to me, like, it almost sounds like that they're about to do to Ouchie what they did to Phoenix when he got disbarred. But, like, no, like, I don't think, like, when it comes to stuff like this, in general, I don't think lawyers should be held responsible for if a higher power, like not like a higher power like the police or the mafia were to control your witnesses, or like they make you lie or something, or like there's some type of giant conspiracy that the lawyer is not a part of. I think the lawyer should not be punished per se. Like they should be warned and be sure to scrutinize their witnesses a little bit more, but like. But like, even though murder is a serious trial and all that, and like ensure for prosecutors especially, to pay at the devils and all that in the game series is not helping them. But like at the same time though, like if there's like a giant conspiracy where they're being manipulated, we should not really be begging the only reason why we should be the only reason why we be prosecuting against the prosecutors and the defenders that are wrapped up in this conspiracy is just because of the fact that it's just because of the fact that there's someone that we can see punished. But that ain't true justice, in my opinion. Like, true justice is taking out whoever's doing the bad stuff out there. It may sound a little bit naive, but hey, that's what I truly believe. I knew nothing. What does the defense have to say about this? Well, Your Excellency, no time to think. I am just going to have to close my eyes and shout out the first name that comes to my head. That's a dumb idea. But, okay, but think about it first. Without the prosecution, the only person with the necessary influence to manipulate the witnesses is this guy.
Yes!
Well, surely that would be Satora Hasanaga-san, the waiter who took the stand earlier.
Objection!
Paprika, what possible reason could the waiter have to make the witnesses give the false testimony? Not to mention the fact that even a head waiter could not possibly have that level of influence. For once, I would agree with you. If that is, the man truly were aware. What? If you truly were? Come on, Ryu. Time to hit this court with the truth. The truth about Satoru Hiraro's identity proven by this evidence. Uh-huh. Wait, then why are they bleeding? What? Did Wilson shot him as well, but he was able to survive the wounds, but for some reason he had to keep coughing blood because of the bullet rupturing his spleen or something? Anyways,
Yes!
this. The plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in question? I agree. It has a great deal of attention to detail, but I'm not sure we can conclude anything. Other side. Sorry, Your Excellency. That's the back of the car. It's of the back of the car that's of interest. You mean the front, Jack. Anyways, Kimmelgar here. I beg your pardon? Or perhaps as the front. Yes, it's the front and the back of the car. That's where the telling detail is. Okay, I love you, Ryu. Just, Judge, flip the card, please. I beg you. Can somebody please explain what this overexcited student is trying to say? Poor Ryu. How's it going to sketch the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of his business card? The front of the business card reveals the man in question's profession, his true profession. Someone in the comments, just tell me, can someone just actually, can someone, like a police officer, just assume a job position and do it? The waiter's profession, but that's surely good gracious. I don't know why this sounds more like a spy, espionage type of deal. I mean, that's right, Your Excellency. The card reads, Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. What? The waiter is a police detective? I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before? The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power. Absolute power as far as regular civilians are concerned. When we say Imperial, do we mean British or do we mean Japanese still? Because if it's Japanese, and if it's just some stupid racism thing, then that'd be kind of dumb. So when this is, they understand. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you'd seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene? Well... Your evil glasses are not helping your case. Inspector Hasanaga. Or Hasanaga. What did I just say? Anyway, I was worried something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility. Well, you were stupid for writing the plans, or you wrote it on the back of your car. That's great, but copy it onto a piece of paper before you go into court, idiot. Well, is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you go. Yeah, I remember now. He did act strangely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card. I strive to carry out all investigations flawlessly. It's my guiding principle. Well, you botched it. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusually careless mistake. Okay, I'm assuming that the woman might be more of the... I think the woman might be the real killer. Like, are you just a really convincing red herring? With you and your coughing up your blood? It was an unusually careless mistake. So, you mean to say you really are a detective? Are you gonna do a transformation thing? But why would a detective be working at a restaurant where? Ah, of course. Your salary must be terrible. I was working undercover. That was a jab at Ace Attorney with how Gumshoe keeps getting his salary cut. And I was working undercover. Undercover, huh? Yes, there have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. Does it involve the coins and the old man and Nosa? In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter, working undercover. But if that's the case, though, like if I'm right that you're investigating with whatever going on between those two, why did that really have to involve Wilson and Ryu? Incidents at the restaurant. What kind of incidents? That would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide. Very well then, Inspector Hazunaga, but you will elaborate on one point for the court. Of course, Your Excellency. I'm a waiter, if that's what you're going to ask me. We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you that at the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim. If that is indeed true, clearly you have also been aware of this person's presence, having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner. Therefore, I am led to assume that in your professional capacity as a police officer, you require these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct? Correct, Your Excellency. Unbelievable. But I suspect that. But I also suspect that you feel like that you're still in the right somehow, or that you still got the upper hand somehow. That's what my Miles Edgeworth sense is telling me. As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accused student. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady, whom I guessed to be an English woman. Okay, so you're Japanese. So the truth comes out. I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the bureau. It was then that I received some special orders. Special orders? You mean to say, frame this stupid student. Remove the from the scene at once. It was made clear that the English woman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those were my orders. But what if this English woman was the killer? I think it would be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea. Why? The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An English man may have been murdered on our soil. To name an English woman as the primary suspect, well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question. So that's the reason for the disappearance of the phantom woman in this case. But it's not right. There's a lot of things that's not right in the world, kid. Is that what you're gonna say? My life is on the line here, so regardless of it, like I'd be like again, even if Britain get upset, if she's really the killer, then to me, as far as I'm concerned, evildoers or people who break the law even gonna go more accurate. Again, to me, when it comes to when it comes to the law, as far as like people doing stuff, like my main thing is like as far as killers go and stuff like that go, I don't care I don't care what type of woke movement you try to hide behind, but like if you're doing something fucked up like killing people, then well you're at the mercy of the courts as far as I'm concerned. One possibility does spring to mind. What do you mean, cuz? You mean university is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain too, because apparently this is the reason why you're our scapegoat, apparently. And I'm fairly certain that one of them, studying in the medical faculty's research laboratory, is a young English woman. What? You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour. You mean When I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it was prudent to check her identity first. Then the court demands that you name the lady in question at once, Inspector. The English woman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss Giselle Brett. I can't. I haven't read any Sherlock Holmes stories in years, so I can't really specifically say. I could tell the name of his lover, but I'm assuming that's the name of Sherlock Holmes' lover. That's like a thief or something. She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory at Yume's University's medical facility. What is happening here? Well, I got to agree with Payne on this one. I admit that under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene, and ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimony. And now these witnesses gotta die. I mean, it will now be up to your Excellency to decide how to deal with this situation. Very well. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particular critical premise, namely that the victim was dining alone. However, as we have now discovered that this premise is false, it would be a desecration of our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point. But, Your Excellency, I really want that guilty verdict on the innocent man, especially. It really makes this fun for me. That means missing the new deadline of a ruling in order to send the telegraphic report to Great Britain. Our own government will surely be very displeased by such actions. Calm yourself, counsel. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceeding of my courtroom. Inspector Hananaga. Well, you know what? I would say this. I respect this judge for at least standing up for the truth here. Yes, sir. You will locate the Giselle Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency. At once, Your Excellency. Can I keep my waiter uniform? But that means you'll be going against the special order you were given from the police bureau. Well, this is the Supreme Court, so as I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly. So it won't be a problem. It'd be very interesting if this guy becomes our Detective Gumshoe for the rest of the game. That'd be very fascinating, because he's a detective, and assuming that he's a red herring, maybe he'll be our actual detective, like our Dick Gumshoe, essentially, but a lot more badass, I'm assuming. Did she poison you or something? Let me get in my way. Okay, you know what? Like, up to this point, I thought this guy was evil. But no, like, some tell me that he just really loves his job of being a detective. Okay, some tell me that he's gonna be our friend here. If he does become our police detective, I really hope you can tell us what's going on with that coughing thing, because I feel like he's gonna die at some point. Well, since he's an inspector, maybe someone shot him in a critical place where he can't get operated on, so now he's just coughing up blood until he slowly dies. Maybe. And the court is adjourned for now. The prosecution was called the English student Giselle Brett to the witness stand. Did I make myself clear? Yes. Your Excellency. Your Excellency. Good. Then we'll have a 30-minute recess before Well, where is she? She could be hiding anywhere. Well, this was a very fun first day. Okay. Crazy. Well, let's see what year it is. Okay, great. No year. Great. Well, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I see you guys whenever I make it. I may or may not make a part tomorrow because I have a Sunday school field trip thing planned with the church I go to. So that's funnish. Um, let's see here. I have. I'm thinking I might do this try Thursday night maybe. I have a telegraph doctorish type of appointment to handle early in the morning as well, which would make my sleeping schedule a pain. Even the insomnia, I should be kind of used to that, but I'm trying to get out of my insomnia issue here. Um, just going through a lot of stuff here. My life is a little hectic, but tell you what, guys, we'll play this by ear, and or I guess by eyes, right? Because we're watching this. Well, I guess we're also listening too, but whatever. John, please stop over-explaining. Okay, I will. Okay, guys, like, comment, subscribe. I see you guys soon. Love y'all, and y'all have an excellent day. Later.